But time now for the shocking stat of the week. Let's start with one from the sports world because I'm a big hockey fan, as I hope many of you are. But come on, it's a shocking stat that Brad Marchand led the World Cup in goals, including the cup-clinching win on Thursday. People in Vancouver are choking on that fact, given, of course, his infamy for what happened in the Stanley Cup rivalry between the Boston Bruins and the Vancouver Canucks. But I'll tell you, come on, how much money would you have made if you had bet before the tournament started that Brad Marchand would have led the scoring? That's one shock. Let's get one from the world of entertainment. This one's just so bizarre because I wouldn't have done it without seeing it so often. I thought I had to mention it finally. Lots of talk this week about Warren Beatty, who was once estimated to have slept with 12,775 women. Come on, that's a little bit of a shocking stat. That was done by biographer Peter Biskin. He's the author of Star, How Warren Beatty Seduced America. Well, no kidding. I think he made his way through Kansas, at least with that many. I'm still doing the math, but if 12,775 of Peter Biskin estimates, that's one partner, a different partner every day for 35 years. Now, Warren Beatty said, I think I'll be dead if I had done that. But anyways, let's say the number is off by 90%. That's still 1,275. Come on. No wonder Warren looks so tired. But now I've got to get a little more serious with this shocking stat. This is what I think, I know that the press and the public is more interested in celebrities and the drama of the presidential election or the NFL season. But that does not mean the world is out of the woods financially. Case in point, you heard Greg Weldon refer to it. You heard Victor Adair refer to it, and that's the Deutsche Bank. This is a monster story. Germany's biggest bank has also the world's largest, what they call derivatives book. It's the portfolio of financial contracts that are based on the value of other assets. In the whole world, it's got the biggest. They are estimating it may be as much as $75 trillion. That's why I say if something happens with Deutsche Bank, the ripples will be felt throughout the world. By the way, their derivative exposure is 20 times bigger than the entire German gross domestic product. At any rate, they own about 12%, by the way, of what's available in the world. But here's the big thing. Their revenues are down 28% this first half of the year. It lost 6.8 billion euros last year. I'm telling you, if Deutsche Bank goes further, we are going to feel it here. The stock, as we alluded to earlier, is down 74% from its peak. Now, here's the thing. The U.S. government is considering imposing a fine around $14 billion on the bank for selling faulty mortgage-backed securities in the run-up to the financial crisis. That's basically what the entire company is worth. That's its market cap. So pay the fine and be worth close to zero. That's what's got the attention. We had several hedge funds clearing out of Deutsche Bank this week. Don't want to clear any trades through them. Well, that starts a little bit of a panic, a little bit of a shake. And as I say, the financial world is watching, but it's one of those events that would impact all of us. That's this week's shocking stat. How did it get to that degree is really beyond me.